It's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuits, and what I have here is just a spray paint lid with some spider webs on it. No, I'm kidding. It's not about the spider webs. It's about these small 3 little pieces of game board that are glued here. And what I want to do is I want to create some mining nodes to show that this was a place that was mined for a particular reason. And you can use anything to cut these up. Knives, hot glue cutters, whatever you got. I'm going to get some pieces of scrap I have here, though. And I'm going to cut these into kind of rough. Chunky shapes. Something like that I can use to be my rock layer. Then I'm going to get in there. I'm just going to cut out some little spots. I ain't cutting shit. Oh, anyways, I'm going to glue it in place with just a little dab of glue and smear it around like that until it's good and stuck. I'm going to make a couple more of those real quick. And I'm not going for perfection. Okay. Okay, and one more. And I'm just borking those up a little bit with my finger. Let me get a tiny dab of glue on the bottom of that and put it on my base. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty easy thing. I'm going to save my styrofoam because I might need it. I'm going to get some small rocks. I'm out of glue sticks, so I'm just going to take a piece of glue stick that I used in some other thing to hold something. I'm going to melt that and stick it in my gun. And hope that it does what I need it to. Alright, so small rocks. What I want to do is get a pair of tweezers. And I want to melt little pocks like that and just squirt a little glue in there and then stick a little rock in there in that hole like that. And I want to do quite a few of these. You don't need much glue. You just want these rocks sticking out all crazy. And sturdy. Now, I've never made them quite like this before, so I don't know how good this is or isn't going to do. But I have high hopes. Really need to make a run to the store and buy some glue sticks. Thought I had some upstairs. I was mistaken. Okay. since I don't have that much time, I'm going to pull these off and I'm just going to do one. Okay. They should be good. None of them are moving. Okay. So I essentially have this shape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some watered down Mod Podge and paint and glue mixed. I'm going to paint the surface of this. Okay. I knocked a rock out. That's okay. We'll see if we can get it back in there in a second. And then I want to get around the surface here. And if I'm worried about that coming out, there's an easy fix to that, because it is coming out. I'm just going to get some super glue. Shove that in there. And I'm going to get a little super glue around the edges here too. I'm going to stir those with a little toothpick. Just like that. Get it out to the edges and create a nice wet surface. Alright, everything should be pretty sturdy now. Where's that brush? Get that wet brush. I'm going to coat it all again and try to break up some of that super glue on the base. Or, I'm sorry, baking soda on the base, so it's not obnoxious. And there should be some texture here now. Let's hit this with the air gun. Mod Podge has a terrible habit of bubbling with air under it. It's like plastic and it bubbles out. So I'm going to get a medium brown now. Territorial beige looks like the color. And I'm going to color this roughly with that, and I don't care how perfect it is. I'm going to use that to get some of that paint that didn't stick well, that turned plasticky and blew around. Okay. I'm going to get some of that paint down in these cracks to cover up some of that blue from the base that's sticking out, just like that. Then I'm going to air gun it again. Now I'm going to get a little bit of yellow with that beige and a little bit of dark brown. There we go. Now using that same soft brush that we just used, it's wet now. Let me get some of that water out of it. Set it off to the side till I'm ready for it. Let me get some of that dark brown and focus on that a little bit. In some different spots. I'm going to steal a little bit of that too. Something like that. I'm going to hot air gun again. Something like that. All right, let's get some light gray and some beige and mix them. Give it a really light dry brush. I'm using, looks like khaki for my light brown. I'm getting a small makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. All right, now let's get a size 1 small brush and figure out what kind of ore we want to make. I don't really know. Since this is kind of a scary, deep place that's almost forbidden, and people would have had to have a reason to want to come in here and mine, iron's available everywhere, and copper's available everywhere in my world. You know, tin. But you know what? I got an idea. What if we make a new lore canon ore? Something that is not available anywhere but here. So let's start with dark blue and paint those rocks that we glued into it with that. You probably don't want to use a brush as big as I did. You're going to regret that. Let's just go around and do a little cleanup work. Now, when they're exploring the dungeon and they have this in there and they see this, they're naturally going to be curious. But what you need to focus on is, if they've not done their research before coming in here, is that they have no idea this exists. Or it's part of something that nobody knows how to do anymore, maybe. Maybe there's certain metals that people, certain alloys people forgot how to make, or they're not sure how they came to pass, and this would be the secret ingredient, maybe. So let's get that brush put away, and let's air gun it real quick. let's get a soft bristle brush, something like that that's plasticky. We'll get a little bit of this dark, or not dark, but this metallic blue here. Let's drag it along there to some effect like that. Pardon me, holy crap, right in your ear. I'm so sorry. Now you could go even further with that. I'm going to show you this. Where's it at? I have somewhere, I think it's got a black lid. Give me a second to find it. Here it is. Enamel Glitter Gold Superior Coverage Gloss Finish. This has sparkles in it. Let's get that. Drag it around on there some. Make it a little more bling. So maybe in the light of your D&D table or your RPG table, whatever you got there, your kitchen table, whatever you're doing, this will sparkle in their eyes a little bit. Maybe they'll catch it quick. Ooh, what is that? Okay. You could easily accompany this with a pile of this with a pick in it or something nearby and make it pretty cool. Let's dry it off. Sweet. Now I'm going to hit it with a clear coat real quick, and it should be a win. Be right back. Whoops. So really thick clear coat. Let's hope that it dries up some. Now, let me see if I have a piece of our dungeon terrain from earlier in the week down here. I do have some stuff. Okay. So now you have a way to kind of spice things up a little bit and add a little bit more to your adventure by what color you've chosen and what story you've chosen for the ore inside the Caverns of Bachoran. Perhaps you have something that's red. That would be cool, a metallic red that's like real bright and vibrant, like blood or blood mithril or something. I mean, that would be cool too. I don't know what I'm going to call this. Mithril Azurus, perhaps? I don't know. But anyway, something like this could be super good. I'm going to bring it up close to the camera again to get a look at it. Do me a favor, though. Let's appease the algorithm lords. And let's like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, and all that happy crappy that helps the channel grow. I don't have any statistics to show how effective it is or isn't, and I'm hearing mixed things, but let's keep doing it because that's what I'm told is working. And come to the website and buy some miniatures. Obviously not miniatures like this, the real Dungeons Wag miniatures. And it would be super helpful if you could go ahead and come to the Discord and hang out with us. We'd like that a lot. That'd be cool. It'd be nice to get some thoughts on what you're up to. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.